Hey there, everyone. It's that time of year again. Time for me and my pops to head up to central Iowa and do a ride around. So on our way up, we kind of got bored of the highway, decided to take some side roads, and along the way, we kept seeing this thing saying American Gothic House. Now, I didn't realize what it was, but as soon as I saw the characters, I knew exactly what it was and what we had to do. We had to get photos just like them. And there's my mom and dad, positioned the same way. Once we got to our evening stop, we unloaded the bikes and got ready for the next day. Had a wonderful time visiting with my aunt and catching up on old times. So from Linville, Iowa, we headed north. Kind of our main goal was we wanted to see the Little Brown Church in the Vale. It was something my dad had gone to when he was a young man with his beautiful wife, and kind of wanted to gather up and see it again. Along the way, we found a nice little side road attraction and thought, hey, let's take a look at that.
How funny is that? We are now going to be part of Brandon, Iowa's largest frying pan. Yes, Iowa's largest frying pan. All worn off from people standing on it. There used to be some grit there, I think. No, it's going here. You try standing in it? Let me get a photo for Mom. Check your helmet.
So when people asked us why we were going up this time, I always commented, well, we're going to go see the Little Brown Church. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's a Little Brown Church. Well, that's exactly what it is. Actually, it's a reference back to a song. I had no idea what it was about. It seems like anyone my parents' age really remembers that. Had a fantastic time looking around. We were really grateful. The pastor's wife, Jessie, allowed us an opportunity to go inside, take a look around, and see some of the unique and special things. I thank you for allowing us to do that. So following the Little Brown Church, we decided it was time for some lunch, and we grabbed a wonderful burger and a soft drink and headed on to our next endeavor, which was to see the Matchstick marvels. Here was actually a whole bunch of things that were built by a gentleman using actual wooden matchsticks. So anywhere between 100,000 to a million matchsticks were used to create these things. He'd glue them together, file them down, shape them, bend them. He's got anything from space shuttles to the Capitol House. He actually built full-size cars. From what I understand, he now actually builds predominantly for Ripley's Believe It or Not. So really fun time. A lot of good history from the two ladies that were working there. Now, just around the corner was the Tama County Freedom Rock. So one of the interesting things, Iowa has commissioned an artist to actually paint a rock, a big boulder, one for every county in the state of Iowa. And so each county is actually has designs and drawings that are unique to that particular county and to the veterans. Of all of them that I've been to, and I've been to about 7 or 8 now out of the, I think, 99 that are available, this was one of the nicest memorial sites and rocks that I had seen so far. So they did a fantastic job with that. Later on, you'll actually see we visited the Jasper County, which is in Sully, Iowa. You'll see their rock as well. Now, this sixth stop was an unexpected one. We were driving home, and we saw this out in the middle of the edge of a cornfield, and I thought, holy cow, that is an absolutely amazing sculpture. As I went up there and started looking around, I noticed the gentleman that did this was Leonard Mazdam, which happens to be my father's uncle, which from the stories I remember, he was a very unique individual. The next morning, we saddled up on the bikes, headed up through Sully down to Pella, Iowa, decided we would get ourselves some nice Dutch pastries and maybe an espresso or so. first started riding motorcycles, I didn't really know what the difference between street bikes versus dirt bikes versus adventure versus dual sport was. I just enjoyed getting out and riding. And as I've continued to move into the adventure and the dual sport world, as many of you know, I've really kind of shined and taken to dual sport. But I have to say, there's something really enjoyable about just getting on an adventure, deciding to take a road to the right or to the left, not really knowing where you're going, and discovering something different. That's kind of what this trip is about. While we did hit a lot of places, about half of them were things we never intended to see. So whether you're taking a trip with someone that you've known, like my father and I, or someone new that you just meet, or someone that you meet along the way, the point of this is get out there and look at things and enjoy things and create experiences that you'll remember.
Opa, opa. Yep.
So yes, I did get some donuts, and we walked down the street, had a wonderful Americano, followed by a little bit of some eggs and bacon, because the amount of sugar we put in our body that morning was just killing us. Headed on down the road and ended up in Pella, Iowa again.
That's up to you if you want to go down there now or you want to go later. Don't matter to me. Take a little break, about 5-10 minutes, and then let's go down there, okay? We'll go. Let's go to the rock. Okay.
So one of the reasons we stopped in Jasper County, Freedom Rock again, was because at this particular site is the name of my father's oldest brother, William, who had passed away serving in the military. So it's a special place for him. So our last day was a pretty casual one. This is one of the places I really enjoy going. It's a representation of the old mill. and how the water was used along the, I believe this was the North Skunk River, to be able to help out. It's just a real nice time. From here we spent about another 45 minutes riding around before we headed back home, had some dinner, and then went out afterwards to get some ice cream down at the town square. Had a good opportunity to meet with some of the locals that my father remembered and just chat for a bit. Well, as we wrap this episode up, I just want to say thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to share my experiences. I hope to see yours as well.